going on, people? It's that dude named Dave, and I am back with another video. Before we get started here, I need you guys to do a few things for me. Comment, like, subscribe, and click on that bell notification below. I am on the road to 25,000 subscribers. It's a big goal, large goal, but it is my goal. So thank everybody for the love and support. Okay, enough about me. You guys don't care about that. The reason why you clicked on this video. Today's episode, we coming back to Stephen A. Smith. Now, you guys know since Stephen A. Smith started his YouTube channel, he's been diving harder to other topics outside of his sports show on First Take and NBA coverage, where more importantly, he wants to get into the political game here, where he has so many Republican talking points, but he has openly admitted that he voted Democrat for Kamala Harris. In this video, he's talking to actress Jenifer Lewis. Now, I gotta be honest, guys. I've been a big fan of her work. The first time that I saw her was over 32 or 33 years ago on the TV show A Different World. And then, of course, we want to talk about recently. She was on the hit show Blackish playing Anthony Anderson's mother. And I even saw her on The Masked Singer. So she is somebody who's an accomplished actress and a very, very good singer. But on this episode here, I got to warn you guys. It seems like when it comes to Democratic shills or Democratic celebrities, they are losing their minds. They cannot control themselves. They can't help us. It is bloom and gloom here. And I want to warn you before we get to the video, the things that she says is very disturbing. Once again, guys, I want to repeat. The items that she's going to say is disturbing. So let's get to the video and we're going to try to make this make sense.
I gotta ask you a sensitive question though. With all of this positivity that you ooze, particularly emanating from your experiences, how are you feeling when Kamala Harris lost the election?
Well,
I imagine you were, I was told you were a big supporter of hers.
huge, huge, huge. If only to stop that thing from doing whatever he's planning to do. But I got to tell you something. I told the kids, and still are us. We know how to fight. It's not new to us. And when I say us, I'm talking about the world. Because here's a song I wrote. We gonna be all right if we stand as the people. We're gonna be all right if we trust.
I don't know why she's singing right now, guys. I mean, I feel like she's trying to give us a Negro spiritual right now. Like, you know, the end of the world is coming here. So help me out, Tribe, because I get it. It's a hard day for Democrats, but singing? I know I said she was a good singer, but why are we singing right now?
We're the people. Right if we rise as one people. And I believe that Kamala Harris would have done that. This thing is divisive, cruel, and evil, insane, narcissistic, and he's a sociopath. But honey, we are the people. And we're not going to allow this dictatorship. I told everybody you can be scared, but we must be unafraid. Now, how do you fight? You go to your city council meetings. You go to your zoning meetings. And you'll know who's raising your rent. Educate yourself, because you're losing your rights. And I'm talking to the Gen Zs and the millennials now. You ain't going to have no pension if you don't fight. You ain't gonna have Social Security or health care if you don't fight.
Wait a minute, before Trump was elected here, we got to remember, wasn't he or was he not the president for 4 years from 2017 to 2021? Number one, we're acting like he never was in office before, all right? Number two, when it comes to Social Security, before we even got to this point here, isn't it reported that we may run out of money before 2034, 2033-ish, give or take here? It's going to take an act of Congress for Social Security. And number three, how many companies have been offering pensions and pensions have been going down and down and down over the decades, unlike our parents of yesteryear where they can get a pension job here. So why are you mentioning things that is irrelevant right now? See, this is what they do here to scare us, guys.
So learn how to fight. Listen to smart people. Listen to Steve. Listen to Stacey.
Wait. Listen to Stephen A. Smith. His show is constantly giving us, like I said earlier, Republican talking points. He has had other GOP members on his show and they agree on so many members, but then when he goes in the booth, he says he voted Democrat. So how can we trust someone that's giving us one talking point and then when he gets in the voting booth does something differently here? Guys, make this make sense.
Abrams. Listen to Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett and Maxine Waters. Listen to them. Listen to who knows what roads to take now. Because this Republican Party ain't playing.
Let me ask you this. What about what they've said in terms of Black, particularly Black men and Latinos, supported him more than they have in the past? Why do you think that is? And what do you have to say to Black men and Latinos who were not in favor of supporting Kamala Harris?
Oh, honey. Oh, honey. When your favorite niece and your 13-year-old daughter is raped by your alcoholic brother or the next door neighbor.
What?
And she tries to abort that baby inside of her from a rape.
What?
You're going to regret that.
Wait. What if that happens right now? Right? Because Trump is not in office right now. Right? Or are you trying to say when he comes in office that if something heinous happens that your uncles or your next door neighbors, there's nothing going to happen here? Like, they're basically trying to scare us into saying that all rights are going to be lost here. Like, are we serious? This is dangerous rhetoric.
They want to keep women in their place. It's so disgusting. I can't even put words to them voting for her. They didn't vote for her, didn't vote because she was a woman. They didn't care that she was smart and powerful, educated, beautiful, kind, joyful, fearless. She would have taken care of this country. She would have protected the people. She would have surrounded herself with great minds.
How is that possible? She cannot surround herself with great minds because if you had been following the Biden-Harris situation here for the last 4 years, she had staffers and people working her dropping left then right here. This is not just reporting from the GOP, it's also insiders from the Democrat side here, how people had a hard time working with her. There was no cohesion there. They said there was no leadership at the top here. You don't got to believe me. Why don't you guys do your own homework and look at this here, how she lost so many people during this administration here. So you're going to tell me that as soon as she becomes president, she's going to hire better people this time here right now? Like, people are just going to say anything just to say anything at this point here.
But keeping women in their place was more important to them. And Black men, that was just shocking because, honey, he's going to give the military and the police permission to shoot you in your back and there will be no immunity.
Wait. The police are doing what they've been doing anyway. The police has been doing what they've been doing anyway. All right. Let's not forget that during Barack Obama's administration, he gave police officers extra rights and privileges because of the things that was going on here. So if we're going to get on Trump here, we got to get on Obama because all the marches that was going on, all the issues that we have with the police here, Obama gave extra protection as well.
So, baby, y'all done fucked up. You took every right from your children. Once again, there would be no Social Security and pensions and rights. This thing has said you will never have to vote again.
Hold on. I want to know, do you guys know of anywhere where that during this voting process that pensions and Social Security is going to be completely wiped out? Completely. They're going to tell companies you can't pay pensions here. Wow, guys.
He's going to be in charge of the military. We have fucked up.
Hold on. I'm pausing one more time. He was president before. He had control of the military for 4 years. What are we talking about here?
End of story.
You don't think it was a simple situation of looking at the economy, looking at inflation, looking at crime and saying, excuse me, providing and protect. And as men, that's what we want. And as a result of that, I mean, I voted for her. I wasn't voting for him. But speaking to men who felt differently, they didn't think about Roe v. Wade. They didn't think about stuff. They thought about the economy, money in their pockets, and safety in the streets.
Oh, listen.
It couldn't have been as simple as that.
First of all, do you see women breaking in people's houses? Do you see women shooting each other in the streets?
No.
They voted because they voted for Trump because, oh, I hate saying his name. They voted for him because they hate themselves.
Let me get this straight here. I hate myself along with so many people here in Chicago and Illinois, because if you guys see my videos about turning Chicago red, you can see all the counties that used to be blue and slowly but surely creeping up the red here. And basically, Kamala Harris won Chicago 54% by 46%, where the last election, Biden won by 19% here. So all of us here who decided to either vote Republican or sit on the couch, she's trying to say we hate ourselves. Are we serious? This is what they're doing. This is how they're trying to gain our vote. They're trying to whip us into shape here. They're using an old slavery tactic saying, come here, boy. We're going to whip you into shape here. You're going to do what's right even though you've been doing what's wrong here. How does she know we hate ourselves? Make it make sense, people.
And they see this thing as powerful, that he's going to move mountains for them and make them rich. And unfortunately, black men, they want a man. They were saying, I'm voting for the man. Well, we're going to see about that. And don't think we're all not at fault. All of us. We went to our jobs and came home and sat on the sofa and watched movies of destruction. Superman, Batman, the end of this, Armageddon. Well, all of that social consciousness has brought us here. So now, like I said, Lex Luthor is finally in the fucking White House. What are you going to do about it?
So let me transition back to you from this perspective.
Okay, guys, that's the end of that part here. Stephen A. interviewed her for about 40 minutes. I just wanted to show the clip about the election here, but did you guys hear what I just heard here? The Democrats are losing their damn minds. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Trump is not even in office yet. As I'm recording this video, he won't be in office for a month and a half here. And we have people talking about they have already lost rights. They're talking about they are already going to be the end of the world. They're already talking about what are we going to do here? Like you see all the innuendo that she's pointing out that we black men, or shout out to my Latino men, we hate ourselves because we couldn't bring ourselves to vote for a woman because we just despise women. How about this, Jennifer Lewis? How about that Kamala Harris was just not a good candidate? Let's just be honest here. In her first run in 2020 when Biden won, she did not even get one vote because she was the first person to drop out. So if she was the first person to drop out 4 years ago, and here we are 4 years later now, the people didn't change their minds. They felt that she was a bad candidate then, and they felt she's a bad candidate now. And then you're going to try to say that she's going to surround herself with smart and intelligent people. She didn't do that as vice president. How come so many people quit? How many people had so many things to say about her, right? We're not talking about Republicans. We're talking about within the party. We're talking about within staffers. And how about this here, Jennifer Lewis? How is it that somebody in 107 days can take the DNC's money of raising $1.5 billion and blow it all? And then to be 20 million in the hole, overspending for Beyonce, Meg Thee Stallion, Glorilla, and the likes of Cardi B's in the world. But she's going to be better for us. Let me tell everybody right now, if a person cannot handle $1.5 billion in the campaign, they cannot run and take care of our taxes for 4 years in the big seat of being president here. That is a fact, okay? We see money mismanagement, and we're seeing spending that is going crazy here, and then we're seeing policies. The policy that she gave us what was that going to be for us as Black Americans, FBA, foundational Black American brothers and sisters here, where that we're focusing on illegal immigrants here. We're not focusing on Americans here. We're not focusing on the people who's been here, lived here our whole lives, been paying taxes, and then all of a sudden we want to bring other people into our country and then bypass the legal port of entry of legal immigration here. Here's what I want to say. I have no problem if people have coming from their own home countries, being destitute, being starvation, whatever the case may be, and they go through that legal port of entry and follow the rules to be a citizen in this country, or at least follow rules to be here as a guest. But when we just bypass everything, just allowing everybody just to come through the front door, no questions asked, and then giving money, food stamps, vouchers, debit cards, housing, when we have people living here their whole lives and can't even get a loan for a small business here, people who demonstrate they've been paying taxes their entire lives since they've been working here and can't even get assistance from our own government, but we live here. We are Americans here. So Jenifer Lewis, it doesn't mean that we hate each other. We saw somebody who's going to be wrong for us. We saw somebody who's going to go around the wrong corner here and make things even worse, where we're not even a voting block anymore, because the Democrats are trying to bring illegal immigration here to erase Black people so they have a whole new voting block so they can compete against the Republicans. Because remember, if you see how Blacks, FBA, foundational Black Americans here, brothers and sisters, either voted Democrat, sat in the couch, we didn't need all Black people. We just need a small portion to sway the election. Grassroots really impacted this election here, and the boule class did not see it coming, or they had too much hubris. They didn't believe that some of us were a collective saying, we don't believe in her, we don't trust her, we're not rocking with her. So Jenifer Lewis and the Democrat shills and the celebrities who think this way, you're going to have a long 4 years. But to say that all these bloom and blooms happening when so many things are already occurring before Trump's already in office here, you are sick. You need help. And let's be honest, guys, she threw a little bit of her acting on there. You can tell by the expressions that she was going to performance mode, but she is going to see that the things that she's saying here is nothing but nonsense. But hey, what do I know? I'm just a YouTuber. Let's open up the dialogue here. Comment, like, subscribe, and click on that bell notification below. I want you to think about my commentary. We think about Stephen A. Smith flip-flopping. When I say flip-flopping, like I said earlier, talking heavily on Republicans talking points, but saying he vote Democrat. And Jenifer Lewis here, because it looks like that all these celebrities here, if they do leave the country, I hope you guys go. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. We'll be okay here. On that note, I'm that dude named Dave. See y'all later, YouTube world.